What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. We have some news that everybody's been waiting on to cover. Tua Tagovailoa has officially received a 3-month CT scan on his fractured hip, and the results were as positive as possible. We're going to dive into that in about 1 minute. I'm going to give people opportunity to come in the room because I want to tell you what that means. What it means for the Dolphins, what it means for the 5th overall pick and the value of that pick as well. So we're going to have that discussion this morning. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Mr. 305 for real, I see you, the first one in the building. Shout out to you, homie. Robin Mars, what's up with you, Dolphins Nation? I see you. Bon Joe, Daniel D, Fanatic 13, Adrian Gaming. What's up with all y'all? Breeda G, my homie in the building. Hey, I'll hit you back on Marco Polo. Y'all check it out, Bree. What's up, Clemente 3472? Stanley Smith in the house. Dolphins Nation said, we don't need him, TD. He is a bust. Now, I'm not going to say the man is a bust. That's just so unfair. Man hasn't even played a down in the NFL, and we're calling him a bust. No, we don't do that, man. I'm fair over here. Even if I don't want him to be a Miami Dolphin, I'm going to be fair, man. I'm definitely going to be fair. But we're going to talk about it, though. So make sure you stay tuned, man. Was waiting on this topic. Von Joe, I'm glad you were waiting on this topic because we're going to break it down, okay? And honestly, it might not even be what you want to hear, but I'm going to give you what I got, all right? So y'all hit that like button. We already got 40 people watching, but only 14 likes. That show your love and support. That's the least many can do to help the channel grow is by hitting that like button, all right? Some people will give donations in different other ways, but everybody can contribute by hitting that like button. Unless you're a Matt Burke fan, go ahead and hit that dislike button. No love lost, all right? All right, so without further ado, since we're 2 minutes into the video, let's go ahead and get started, okay? Tua Tagovailoa received a 3-month CT scan on his fractured hip, and the results were as positive as possible. Wow, it's just funny to me. Y'all know I'm a reader of words and the language there. The results were as positive as possible. Let me say that one more time because some people say, oh, he's healthy, he's healed, TD. The results were as positive as possible. One more time. One more time. For all those people that say, oh, he's healed, TD, he's healthy now. The results were as positive as possible. I'm a reader of words. I didn't see anything about he's fully healed. He's completely healed. All I heard was the results were as positive as possible. Now, there is some good to that. There is some good to that. Because let me help y'all understand something. He's not even out of the healing time frame yet. All this was a 3-month CT CAT scan to say, hey, is it doing what it's supposed to do? Doesn't mean it's fully healed, but is it doing what it's supposed to do? And when they went in and they looked, they said, okay, it looks like it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. This is as best as it can be. That ain't saying nothing. That ain't saying the man made a 100% recovery and he ready to go out there and do hip flexes or something or hula hoop. No, that ain't what it's saying. Because if it was saying that, it wouldn't go on to say, but Tua Tagovailoa likely won't be cleared to resume football activities for a month. The combine is 2 weeks away. So if you're fully healed, you should be able to rock and roll. But he's not fully healed yet. And on top of that, they're not going to take any chances. They want every CT scan, every report from this point on to the draft to say that the results were as positive as possible. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all have to understand is this. You don't know how he's going to react from this injury until he's on the football field playing. The doctors can go in and take a look and they can say, hey, it's healed up. It's 100%. That don't mean he going to be the same player. Why do people automatically think 100% healed in an area that was broken? Now you're the same player. You got to get back into that form. You have to learn how to be that same guy. You have to learn how to move your hips and motions that you used to move that you haven't moved in a while. There have been plenty of players that have been fully healed, but never were the same. Can we please get that straight here? People act like a doctor saying he's fully healed means, oh, he back to his prime. No, that's not what it means, ladies and gentlemen. It just means the injury that was lingering is no longer a concern, but your rehab and your ability to get back to your prime and your peak to where you were before the injury has to be obtained. A healthy diagnosis doesn't come. Oh, what is this popping up on my screen? A healthy diagnosis does not come with a completed rehabilitation. A healthy diagnosis doesn't mean you're ready and you're back to your prime again. Now you have to go put that work in. You have to go put the work in. I'm not going to lie. I love that, because if we do draft a kid, I love that it is the results were as positive as possible. However you want to take that. To a Tua fan that wants him in Miami, you're probably ecstatic. Oh, it was as positive as possible. So at the end of the day, this is positive news for Tua Tagovailoa, which means that he's on the right track. But at the end of the day, we don't know what we're going to get until this man is on a football field. And I'm not even talking about drills. He could be on the football field throwing. Look at that arm. That means nothing to me. Until you're under center or in the shotgun snapping that ball and the heat is coming this way and you got to change direction, use them hips in a game time moment, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I don't care nothing about him. Oh, did you see the film? See, I already know what's going to happen within the next 2 or 3 weeks. There's going to be some film release that said, did you see the film of Tua throwing those deep balls, TD? Dropping those dimes? That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. TD said it already. In the next 3 weeks, there will be some type of video release of Tua dropping dimes, for out there working out with a receiver, backpedaling, stopping on the dime. You're going to see all that. But until I see this man hike the ball in real game action and that heat coming, and he got to go from this posture because he's left-handed and like, let me get out of here. As soon as I see that, then I'll determine his recovery. And like Marvin 239 Green Mile just said, twerking. Well, maybe if I see him twerking, then it'll be like, oh, look at Tua. He twerking. He good now. Oh, y'all kill me, man. Whitson said, but it's still a progress, though. I agree. People have to come to that realization, though, that it is a progress. EM loves to drive the narrative. As long as the medical's checked out, this is medical checkout to him. This is what you call a medical checking out to him. Oh, well, and then he'll argue, well, I'm not saying that, but it's heading in the right direction. The medical look like it's going to check out right before the draft. And I know a lot of people in the comment section right now saying we can't afford to risk it. Risk or risks. I really see I get the notion that we can't afford. We can afford to risk drafting Tua Tagovailoa at 5. I truly believe that. We can risk it. We can afford that risk. If it fails, we can still absorb that and be okay, I believe. If it fails, then we still got to find a replacement. But I think we can absorb it, so I don't want to say we can't risk it. Now, when we talk about moving up to draft Tua, getting rid of other assets, no, we can't risk it. Now we're on the same page. If we're trying to give up more assets to draft him, no, we can't risk it. But drafting him at number 5, yeah, we can risk it, but I still don't want to do it. I still don't want to take that risk. I still don't want to take that risk. And the article goes on to say, while it comes as no surprise that teams will gain some knowledge on his health in Indianapolis, they won't get the complete picture just yet. Oh, you won't get the complete picture just yet. You see how an article is formatted? They start out with the headline, Tua Tagovailoa receives a 3-month CT scan on his fractured hip, and the results were as positive as possible. Then they end the article, while it comes as no surprise. Oh, it don't come as a surprise. You can't tell that to the Tua lovers. But while it comes as no surprise that teams will gain some knowledge of his health in Indianapolis, they won't get the complete picture just yet. And we already know that. The only thing all of this news coming out, he passed the TC scan, ain't doing nothing but riling up the lovers of Tua. It's getting more clicks. So I don't mind making the video. Clicks. This might be one of my most viewed videos. Why? Because the name Tua is in there, and it says the results were as positive as possible. Watch this be one of my higher viewed videos of the week. This is how it works. It's crazy. It's crazy. So y'all hit that like button. Watch it twice. Watch it 3 times, maybe. I need to get into Tua business. It's lucrative, man. The Tua business is lucrative for these reporters because they just feeding all up. They feeding the desires of so many. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. But listen, on a better note in regards to Tua's results coming out, Finsanity posed a comment earlier. She said, does this increase the value of our 5th pick overall? I love it because it does increase the value. One moment. Oh, I had to look at something. All right, so it does increase the value of the 5th overall pick. So I do like the news. I hope they come out next week and say, hey, the doctor said he not only did the results were as positive as possible, but the hip bone is thicker for some reason. I don't know. I hope they come out with some extraordinary over-the-top news that says the hip is stronger than any regular hip ever for some strange reason. Oh my gosh, this guy might even be able to throw 10 yards further down the field than he did before the hip injury. I hope something like that comes out. I don't know. Because every time we get this positive news, even though it's a big smokescreen for all the Tuaneers, the people who love Tua, who are making people a lot of money by clicking on articles to feed their thirst for him, it's better for us because the 5th pick is becoming more and more valuable the more and more he's viewed as being healthy. And we could use that in several ways. Maybe we just say, forget all that, we're drafting him. Maybe they say that. Maybe they say, oh my gosh, the value of that 5th pick has grown so much. Hey, Raiders, you want number 5? Now we want 12, 19. Now we can get a 3rd round with that. We want a 3rd too. What you want to do, Gruden? The value goes up. Or maybe Stephen Ross said, I don't care, whatever you got to do, go up and get Burrow. Now the fifth overall pick looks a little bit more enticing to use and not have to give up as many other assets. All of these things are in play. All of these things are relevant. All of these things are options. All of these things are opportunities. How will the Miami Dolphins leverage it and take advantage of it? How will they? He's still not going to be cleared to resume football activities for a month. So, guys, Tua won't be resuming football activities until March. Somebody argued with me the other day, bro, you hating. He already throwing. He was throwing the weekend after he actually went down in the first place. It's his hip, not his arm. Tua was literally throwing a week after the injury, throwing a football. It's his hip, not his arm. But if you want to throw far down the field, you need that hip. You get power behind your hip. Y'all hit that like button. 90 people watching, 46 likes. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. TD, you already know about Dunbar. Yes, I do. We're going to talk about him later in the stream. I think that's something Miami really needs to look at and pursue. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later. His ankle's messed up too. Well, same here, bro. Hey. Listen, man. So this news overall about Tua Tagovailoa, he cleared one hurdle, but still will be limited during the NFL Combine in Indianapolis in 2 weeks. Here's the crazy thing. Nobody's gonna know what they're getting in this kid when they draft him. He's gonna get drafted, and there will be no answers. They will get no combine. They will get none of that stuff. They might get one or two individual workouts at the last minute, but the workout's going to be limited. It's what it is, man. They too stupid to realize that. Let's not, if I don't know who you're talking about, if you talk about the organization, let's not call them stupid. Let's see what they do first. Let's see what decisions we make. And I'm curious. I want to take a quick poll real quick. Let me know in the comment section. Do you want Tua in Miami or not? Yes or no? At number 5. We'll just leave it at that. At number 5, do you want Tua in Miami or not? Yes or no? Put it in the comment section. I want to get a quick on-the-spot post of what everybody's thinking. We got 105 people in the room right now. And when you answer the question, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Can you please read my last comment? I'll go back to it, Shake Money. I don't see Shake Money. Ooh, I don't see it, Shake. Shake Money, I do not see your last comment. I must we got to go way back. By the way, you always say could be. You never put a definitive stance on anyone, even Tannehill, because we don't know. That's where you get in trouble when you put a definitive stance. See, when I talk about football, everything's a theory until it's proven. And once it's proven, then I speak facts. That's why when people say you said this and I say I have never. When people say, bro, you used to say this, and that's be like, I have never, because I am particular with my words. I don't have to worry about being wrong because most of the things I talk about are theory until proven correct or proven incorrect. And if it's proven incorrect, it doesn't mean I was wrong. It just means my theory was proven incorrect. I don't put a definitive on much at all. And let me go back to this poll to see what everybody's saying. No. H, no. Yes. No. We need more live discussions like this, TD. I got you, Justin. No. H, no. Not at 5. Heck no. Yes. Yep. Yes. Bad GMs and head coaches. Not at 5. Healthy. Yes. Bring him. No. No 5. It's okay for me. No trade. Yes. No. If Miami believes in him, I will. No. Does anyone have chicken? Yes. No. I don't mind Tua being in Miami and don't matter to me. I'll take Jordan Love too. 1,000 times yes. Which is the most concerning? Tua injury, the dislocated hip, the dislocated knee, or one of his 2 crushed ankles? I can answer that for you, Stefan. None of them are a concern to me. None of those injuries are a concern to me because I am going to operate under the assumption is when he gets drafted, he's going to be healed from all of those. All those injuries, none of them have been a concern for me. The only concern I've had is the frequency in which he has injuries. Because I don't want him to come to the Miami Dolphins in week 2. He's out for the season. Next season, he's out in week 8 and he's gone. That's my concern. No. His ankle's messed up. No. Yes. Well, that's the same person. Yes. Same person again. Yeah, he's the second best QB in the draft. Yes, at 5 or below. I was referring to what you were saying about his hip and arm. No, don't want to. Okay. No, yes. Well, the same person keeps saying yes. I'm getting a whole lot of no's, and the same person keep on loading the comment section with yes. J Flow Swagger want them bad. No. Tua versus Rosen would be a good satisfaction for the Dolphins. No. Man, this is actually interesting to me that so many people are saying no. And I'm still going to stick with the fact that I believe 80% of the fan base wants him. But I think that number is starting to change like a 70-30, and it might be shifting even more. I don't know. But then they get this news about the CT. We'll see. Oh, EM in the building. I told y'all, EM don't even be paying attention to the stream. And then something in his psyche says Tua is being discussed somewhere in the world. Let me find it. Let's not make another Drew Brees mistake. Drew Brees wasn't a mistake. See, people always do that ridiculousness. Let's not make another Drew Brees mistake. So if we draft Tua and he flops, was it a Drew Brees mistake or was it a Tua mistake now? Stop that mess about a Drew Brees mistake. It wasn't a mistake because Drew Brees would have came to Miami and not became Drew Brees. I don't know how many times I got to say that to y'all. Drew Brees behind the offensive lines that we've had would not have been Drew Brees, the Hall of Famer right now. Why people can't understand that? Shout out to Quit Riddle with the donation. His overbearing father is my problem. You think his father's overbearing? I mean, he's not big baller brand in it. I mean, he may be speaking a little, but he's not oh man, he's not LeVar Ball in it, you know. He vocal, but he ain't LeVar in it. So I don't know. I ain't got a problem with his father, Quint. At least yet. His ankle's messed up. Out getting ready for the big O show. That's what's up, man. Drew Boo. His ankle's messed up. To facts. He ain't flopping, bro. Okay. You know, we say that until they do. Jordan Love show. I love Jordan. I'll take all defensive players and pick up Bryce Perkins like 6th round. Grant Riddle, stop hating on his father because he raised his family right. Roden was to come out in this draft. Will he be drafted? Quint said Tua didn't want to go pro yet. Is that some breaking news, Quint? How you know that, man? I haven't heard that, but that's interesting to hear you say that. I know that they were talking about going back, him and a lot of players, but I guess his family, he did help him make the decision. He said, I got to speak to my family about it. And I know I don't know, man. He didn't want to go pro yet, huh? Interesting. Y'all hit that like button. We got 120 in the building, only 61 likes. Y'all help me get to 100 likes. Please show your love and support and hit that like button. We're going to try to wait real quick and get the like button up. Think more want him than don't. Think more want him than don't. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't love any QB we draft. I would have high expectations for them. TD, did you see my last comment? Aaron, let me see. Aaron. I'm going back, Aaron, and I don't see it. Oh, TD, the Saints said they want a number 1 pick for Taysom Hill because he's unrestricted. Yeah, you ain't getting a number 1 from us, but I am going to talk about Taysom Hill later because I'm going to be real with y'all. That might be an option for the Dolphins. Real talk. Facts. Jordan Love, he said that. Oh, Cody, Tua said that? Tua said that? Y'all telling me he said that. So Tua said, I don't want to go yet. Y'all might be breaking news to me because I haven't heard that yet. Let me ask EM. Did Tua say that, EM? Name an Alabama quarterback that has been productive in the league the last 30 years. Written Thought 14, you are 1,000% correct, but let's be fair here. We can't grade people off of past people from a specific school. It's really unfair, but I get your point. I'm starting to believe we roll Fitz and Rosen, spend money, O-line, pass rushers, maybe cornerback. Maybe. TD, you see my last comment? Oh, I already read that. Saban made him go. Tua will be GOAT. Man, Tua never love forever. That's incorrect. Okay, EM said is incorrect, and trust me, EM sees Tua every day in hip rehab, so I believe EM over y'all. Tua didn't say that. Mace go to sleep on TV. What up, EM Team Tua, baby? I want to know the full story of Dunbar. I know the full story of Dunbar. I'll talk about it in another stream because that's going to be a possible trade or opportunity for us to pick him up. I'd pick Dunbar up. I would pick Dunbar up. I think Dunbar would be a good insurance for Xavier Howard. Insurance, because we got in Xavier Howard. He's going to roll, and hopefully he's great. But I think Dunbar would be a good insurance and or opposite. I'm just saying. He has the potential to even beat Nick Needham out. But we'll see. We shall see. I know EM don't want to hear that. But let's be real. Dunbar can beat Nick Needham out. I believe that. What's good, homie? Have you looked at Bryce Perkins from UVA? That's another one, Bryce. I have, but I'm gonna make sure Bryce Perkins, UVA. Take another look so I can refresh my memory. Dunbar definitely has an athletic profile, and he'd be an excellent scheme for. So EM, so he would put he would put your boy Needham on the bench. I'm just curious. Yes, you definitely picked Dunbar up 6'2". We're gonna talk about Dunbar, his situation over there, and everything. We're gonna talk about it because he's proved something in this league. Just got to stay healthy though. I just hope we don't sell the farm to move up to get Tua. Just if there's a 5, take him. I agree. Come on, guys, hit that like button. We're almost at 100. We're only at 73. 120 in the room, 73 likes. Needham can play slot. Now you're trying to relegate him to the slot. I don't know. He got to prove that, EM. He got to prove that, homie. I like his talent and the skill, but that'll be another feat for him. He would have to grow a little bit more. Needham can play every secondary position. I mean, being able to play every secondary position is different from being effective at every secondary position. Now, I ain't saying he can't and he can't be effective, but would you agree that he would have to step it up a little bit more to be solidified in that role? I know he did, but again, to be solidified in that role. All right. Quint said, yes, he can. All right. I mean, this y'all saying it. I just think I need to see a little more to actually go that far. See, some guys are real good on the boundary, and I think Nick Needham is actually one of those guys. You know, I love how he handles comeback routes, starting to get that hip low and everything, turn that head around. But in the slot, that's a whole nother game. I know he's played it some, and he's been with his guy on quick release throws, but y'all know what I'm saying. We got to see that extra element consistently and long term. You know, we'll see. We'll see. He needs refinement just like any rookie. Yeah, I mean, that's my point, but it has to be seen first, you know? Or, I mean, he's going to be thrown in the fray if that happens. Hey, TD, Tua did say Coach Saban helped him and his family make the decision to go to the draft. TD, repeat your draft scenario you did last night and keeping the 5 and trading up. Very interesting. So just because Saban helped him and his family helped him doesn't mean he wanted to stay. He just needed help making a decision. So that still doesn't spell that he said he wanted to stay in football and everybody else made him want to go. As far as that scenario, again, keep number 5, trade number 18 and 26. No, number 18 this year. Next year's first rounder, add Xavier Howard, get that first pick, and take number 5, and then move back to 12 and 19, or keep 5 and 1, and have 4 first-round picks. You have a lot of options in that. Dunbar would be an excellent addition to our team. I know whenever we heard what we heard this morning, because the organization been ghosting him, and I'll talk about Dunbar later. I actually make a video at some point today talking about can the Miami Dolphins land Dunbar, and why our chances should be great to do so. We should be on the phone right now having that conversation, to be honest with you. You know, we ain't got to worry about the Bryce Butler and stuff. And it ain't going to cost as much as people think because of the injuries. It's not going to cost as much as people think. We'll talk about it, though. But anywho, man, that's my take on Tua Tagovailoa's CT scan on his fractured hip that resulted where the results were as positive as possible. However you want to take that. So, hey, stay tuned to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We got more heat coming to y'all real soon. The next video will either be 3 options. It'll either be the Dunbar one. It'll either be the one that too many free agent quarterbacks that are really good. And why is that happening? Or it'll be the Taysom Hill one. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I got about 15 video opportunities here that y'all gave me. I'm just going 3 at a time to talk about which ones we're going to do. Those are the 3 that I got my head really wrapped around right now. Too many free agent quarterbacks that are really good. And why is that happening? The Taysom Hill situation and the Dunbar situation. Y'all let me know in the comment section right now, which would you prefer to have next? Free agent quarterbacks, why is this happening? Taysom Hill or Quentin Dunbar, who's 27 years old? Y'all let me know real quick before I get out of here which one you want to see next. When you uploading it, we ain't uploading nothing, Aaron. We live, baby. We going in. We live. Which one next? Dunbar. Jeez, let's give him a shot. Dunbar. I agree. Okay, well, anybody else before I go? Our Spurs are turning into spuds, my man. Get them, Donald. Offensive line and free agency. We're going to hit that. I'll move that up. Taysom Hill, Dunbar. Well, the second one. Taysom Hill is the second one. I guess we'll do Dunbar, and then I'll give y'all an option at the end of that video on what you want to talk about next, all right? So we'll talk about Quentin Dunbar, a possible opportunity for the Miami Dolphins, and we'll go from there. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. Help the channel out by hitting that like button on your way out. Let's get it over 100 likes, guys. That's the least we can do. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.